All right, we're going to talk about some different pencils and the types of lines that they make. So you can see I have 3 mechanical pencils and 3 regular pencils. I have an 05, an 07, and an 09 lead. I have a 6H, I have an 8B, and an HB. And HB is going to be kind of equivalent to your standard number 2 pencil. So let's kind of start with the mechanical pencils, and we'll start with the 05, which if anybody's ever written with an 05 lead, you know that they are very, very thin. You can see I've got my paper lined up already, and I'm simply going to draw a couple of lines. And then I'm going to scoot over a little bit more, and I'm going to do the same thing with the 07 lead. And I'm trying to push the same amount with each pencil. And now I'm going to use the 09 lead. And then I'm going to scoot over a bit more, and I'm going to use the pencils. And I'm going to kind of use the standard number 2 pencil first. That's probably one that you're familiar with. It's one they always ask you to do when you do like a Scantron sheet. And again, I'm trying to push with about the same force as I am with the mechanical pencils. Now I'm going to use the 6H. This is a very hard pencil. So to get any kind of darkness out of it, you do really have to push. But again, I'm going to try to push with the same weight that I was pushing with all of the other lines. And then the last one that I'm going to use is an 8B, and that's going to be a very soft pencil. You can actually see how thick the lead is. And again, I'm going to try to push with the same weight. Now, I apologize for moving this around. So you'll notice the ones on the right-hand side were the mechanical pencils, and the ones on the left-hand side are kind of the regular pencils that need to be sharpened. And in order from right to left, we have the 05 lead. So I'm just going to take one of the pencils and point. This right here is your 05, then your 07, then your 09. And you could see that the 09 is a little bit thicker, but I can, because they're the same softness, I can make the same basic line. But we come over here to the regular pencils, and this is kind of your number 2 standard pencil, and you can see it makes a nice, dark, fairly thick line. And I was pressing about the same here, and this was a very hard pencil, so you can see it makes a very thin, not so dark line. And over here is a very soft pencil, much softer than the number 2 or the HB lead, and it makes a very thick, very dark line. So by doing different pencils with different hefts and different softness or hardness, it allows you to learn to press exactly the same on your pencil with your pencil, so you're not having to press harder or lighter and you don't cramp your hand. And changing your leads or your pencils allows you to get darker and thicker lines or lighter and thinner lines without having to change the amount of pressure you're using on the pencil.